Okay, we're in London for the launch of the Dextro Energy Triathlon London event, which is going to be taking place in Hyde Park in August. And I'm joined to my left by current world champion Helen Jenkins. So welcome, Helen. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks very much.
Obviously, when you won the world championships last year, you were Helen Tucker. So I think congratulations, firstly, on the wedding, because I think that happened since we last spoke to you.
It sounds really strange. I'm still not quite used to it yet.
No. But all went well with the wedding, and
it was really good fun. We had a group of about 30 of us out for the wedding, and we just had a really nice holiday as well. It was good fun, a nice break after the Olympics.
Yeah, and you had obviously a great season last year. Probably at the beginning of the year, probably couldn't have expected what was going to be happening, because you were on buses, I believe, going around Argentina and all sorts of places just to get on the start list of races, and ended up world champion and making the Olympic team, so a bit of a transformation.
It's a bit unbelievable. I mean, at the start of the year, I didn't have any ranking points. I had to go to South America to some points races to even get a start for the World Cups. Yeah. Then I had to, the British girls we were all racing it out between ourselves to get onto the start line for Madrid, then I came second in Madrid, qualified for the Olympics, and then didn't expect Worlds at all. So it's just a fantastic year. Yeah,
and Worlds, I believe you weren't even going to be racing the Worlds until a couple of weeks before the event, so you weren't even expected to be on the start line, let alone winning it.
No, it was about a week and a half before, because we only had 2 spots qualified for the Olympic Games for the women, so it was a kind of a last-ditch effort to try and qualify the 3 spots, and so it was a last-minute decision, and I'm so glad I raced now, because it wasn't really in my plans, but it worked out for the best.
Yeah, no, it did. Yeah, no, I was there to see it, and it was a great race, and proved that you had a sprint finish that you didn't think you had.
I still don't think it's that fast, but it was fast enough.
It was fast enough. That's all that matters. Okay, so on to 2009. We're here for the launch of the Dextro Energy Series. You raced the first race in Korea a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Can you tell us about that and how that went and how that fits into the rest of your season?
Yeah, but it went okay. It was the first one of the season. It's the first race I've done since the Olympics, and I was 14th. So I can't say I was overjoyed with the result, but it's a solid start to the year. And for the training I've done before that, I hadn't really done any of the race intensive stuff yet. It's a good start. I'm hoping to build throughout the year and kind of have my best race at the end of the year in the final in Australia.
Yeah. And on that pathway, I guess the race in London is always going to be important. Being a British athlete, and the media and the pressure that's going to be on to actually race in the Olympic venues. That race you're looking forward to?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when we saw London was on there, and it's going to be in the venue of 2012, not the exact course yet, but the venue. I think it's a big one to do, and we're I think all the British athletes are excited to be racing in London with a British crowd. I mean, it was a shame that we haven't had Salford for a few years, because the support there was fantastic. So it's great to have a big event back for the elites in the UK.
Yeah. And can we expect to see you in any other UK races during the season?
Well, I'm hoping to do the London Triathlon. It's not set in stone yet, but I think I'm just going to see how it goes. And I'd love to race in the UK a bit more this year, but it just hasn't. With the new series taking up so much of our racing time, the opportunities aren't always there. But it's always if I can, I definitely will be racing.
Yeah. And what do you think about the series, or the World Championship now being replaced by more of a Formula One Grand Prix League series? Is that something that you're really looking forward to, and how does that change your racing plans for the season?
It's very different. I mean, we're used to the one-off event, and I think we still, as athletes, need to be good at that one-off event, because the Olympics is a one-off event. So I think Australia, the final, which is I think is extra points as well. So that'll still be my main aim for the season. So I'm still trying to have that one-off race, but I'll definitely be trying to race consistently. Have consistent results throughout the year to try and get my my final position up there.
Yeah, and a lot of the Dextro races have also got age group events sort of coinciding with them the day before or the day after, which I guess makes it a bit like the one-off World Championships, which must be quite good, because it brings extra supporters out and to
Yeah.
cheer you elite guys on as well.
I think it's fantastic when they have an age group race as well. I think the one in London has a junior race, a youth race, a para triathlon race, and an age group race. So it's always like a weekend of racing, and
Yeah.
I think it creates a good kind of environment around the race rather than just a race where there's no one there watching. So it should be good fun to have all the people at the races.
Yeah, and I guess also with triathlon, it's pretty good that you can turn up and watch. You don't have to go and buy expensive tickets or get you can come and sit hopefully in the sun, we hope, in Hyde Park, and then see what's going on with the event and the athletes.
I think that's definitely, it will be a big draw for people. I mean, I think they had a race in Hyde Park a couple of years ago, part of the Chorus series, and I think just people were walking around the park and came across the triathlon, like what's going on, and ended up watching. So I think you'll have a bit of that, but I think hopefully the race will be well advertised and we'll have quite a few people there watching.
Mm-hmm. How was last year making the Olympic team and winning the World Championship? How has that sort of changed your profile or the amount of media interest and stuff since then? And has that had a big impact on you and your training and the attention that you get in the sport?
It's been not massively changed my training or anything. Everything's kind of going as normal, but there's definitely a little bit more media attention. It's especially in Wales, because it's before the Olympics. There was quite a lot of attention on me then after winning Worlds, and especially in the sport. I think it's part of something we've got to accept as this new series will. Then there'll be more TV coverage. We'll be promoted more as athletes. So I think it's good that we get used to dealing with the media and having the interviews and being a bit more recognised. So I think we have to be prepared to accept that if the sport's going to grow.
Yeah, I guess that also hopefully is going to help all your guys' income as well and bring sponsors and interest to the sport, and because it is a growing sport. And
I hope so. I mean, all the athletes obviously want to be racing, want to make a living out of the sport, and I think that if it gets bigger on TV and grows that way, then it gets bigger underneath that as well. There's more races available for everyone who's out there, which can only be a good thing for triathlon to keep growing then.
Yeah, excellent. Well, we wish you well for the rest of 2009, and we'll be watching your progress, and certainly be here at London to watch you race against all the other top athletes around the world, and wish you well for the season.
Thank you very much.
For your time.
Thanks, John.
Cheers.
Holding. Nice to meet. I'm going to go. Go. Hello, Helen.